Welcome to the WHHI-TV Daily News. I'm Betsy McDaniel. As always, there's a lot to talk about in the Lowcountry today, so we'll get started with our headlines. A joyous part of each new year is welcoming the New Year's baby. And this year's little bundle is Evelyn Phillips, who came into the world just after noon at Beaufort Memorial on New Year's Day, weighing 7 pounds, 12 ounces. If the last name Phillip rings a bell, it should, as baby Evelyn is the daughter of the new Port Royal mayor, Kevin Phillips, and his wife, Jennifer. Everyone is doing just fine. Unfortunately, less than 10 hours later, L.J. Washington, a 14-year-old Burton teenager who was playing video games inside his home, was hit and killed by gunfire from a drive-by shooting. 2 other people inside the home were not hurt. No suspects have yet been identified as the investigation continues. Police did say a car parked in the driveway was also hit by the shooter or shooters. In other sad news, autopsies were performed yesterday on a couple who didn't make it to New Year's Eve. 23-year-old active duty Marine Dejan Richards of Ridgeland and 20-year-old Fatima Castaneda, Texan of Bluffton, were killed early Saturday morning when their sports car traveling westbound on Highway 170, about a half-mile west of the Lemon Island Bridge, left the roadway, hit a tree, and burst into flames just after 2 in the morning. The pair were wearing seatbelts. On a bit of a brighter note, the State Highway Patrol has a lead on a suspect vehicle in the holiday hit and run that killed a Ridgeland tow truck operator just after Christmas. The SUV that might have hit 39-year-old P.K. Albertson of Ridgeland on the frontage road of northbound I-95 near mile marker 24 is believed to be a dark metallic gray Chevy Trailblazer with a damaged front headlight and grille. If you have any information on that vehicle, please report it to authorities immediately. Albertson leaves behind a wife and 3 children, one of whom was getting ready to follow his dad's footsteps into the military. A GoFundMe account has been set up for the family. Well, beleaguered Colleton County Court Clerk Rebecca Hill just can't seem to keep herself out of the headlines. This time, she is in the spotlight for emails released right before Christmas that show Hill actually gave herself 2 bonuses in 2023 that might have broken the law, one of which was for herself and her staff for handling the 6-week trial of Alec Murdaugh. Similar bonuses are being investigated in other court clerks' offices in the state. Hill has already confessed to plagiarism and faces accusations of tampering with the jury in the Murdaugh trial. And if getting healthier is on your list of New Year's resolutions, more walking is probably part of that plan. And while walking around your block will certainly help, Huntington Beach State Park has one of 3 South Carolina trails that made the top 150 hiking trails in the country, according to Sustainable Jungle's website. The other 2 in the state are the Congaree National Park's Boardwalk Loop Trail and Caesars Head State Park's Raven Cliff Falls Trail. Of course, a walk on one of our beautiful beaches or trails will also do the trick. The media sources on your screen will have more on these and other stories, and we would love for you to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram at WHHI-TV. And if you have an idea for a news story, we'd love to hear it, so drop us a line at news@WHHITV.com. And now here's what happened last night in Lowco with Justin Jarrett.
Hey, it's time for Last Night in the Lowco on WHHI, powered by LowcoSports.com. We didn't have many games on the local schedule Tuesday, but where we lacked in quantity, we made up in late drama. Unfortunately, the pendulum did not swing for the Lowco last night. Brady Sacha was in the den where the Bobcat boys hosted Islands High from Savannah, and it went down to the wire. Jamari Stewart-Manning splashed a 3-pointer to give Bluffton a 1-point lead, but the Bobcats couldn't come up with a defensive stop down the stretch and couldn't answer before the buzzer in a 58-57 loss. Heartbreak. It was the same sort of ending for the Bridges Prep boys, who rallied from a 5-point deficit at halftime to build a 7-point lead with time winding down, but the Mohawks ratcheted up the pressure down the stretch and chipped away, and Jakori Judson's only field goal of the night was the dagger for Bethune-Bowman, which escaped with a 54-52 victory to open Region 7 1A play. The Bridges girls dropped their region opener, and Beaufort High dropped both the girls and boys games at Ashley Ridge on the first night of high school hoops in the Lowco in 2024. We broke down last night's results and discussed our updated Lowco power rankings on Tuesday's episode of the Lowco Hoops Report, now streaming on the Lowco Media Network on YouTube and Podbean. We also talked with USCB Sports Information Director Bracken Lambert ahead of the Sandsharks Peach Belt Conference opener tonight against Augusta. It's Education Day, so tickets are free for K-12 students in Beaufort County and their parents or guardians. Come out and pack the cove for Sandshark Hoops. For Lowco Sports and WHHI, I'm Justin Jarrett. Until next time, go Lowco.
Thanks, Justin. Now let's take a look at our upcoming weather with Maria.
Thanks, Betsy. Yep, so taking a look ahead, it does look like we're going to have some nice warmer weather throughout the rest of this week with a few showers mixed in. So taking a look at Thursday, it's going to be sunny to partly cloudy, with Hilton having a high of 54, a low of 40, Bluffton's going to have a high of 55, a low of 37, and Buford's going to have a high of 55 and a low of 39. The sunrise for Thursday is going to be at 7:24 and sunset's going to be at 5:31. Looking at the beach tides, low tide is going to be at 10:18 a.m. and high tide is going to be at 2:55 p.m. Taking a look into the rest of the week and into the weekend, Friday it's going to be sunny throughout the day, and then we are going to see some late night showers passing through. Highs will be in the mid-50s, lows in the 30s. Then come Saturday, we see showers in the morning, which should be clearing up by the afternoon and stay clear into the evening. Highs in the 60s, lows in the 50s. And then come Sunday, it's going to be sunny to partly cloudy again, with the highs going down into the mid-50s and lows in the 40s. That's it for today. Let's head back to the desk.
Thanks, Maria. Well, after a quick break, we chat with the mayor, so don't go away.